It is less than 2 weeks before Amtrak to Adirondack returns to the North Country and Montreal. And I don't know why I'm getting random hits on other channels. We should probably lock those out. But we are waiting to hear the northbound test run. At this point, I don't think they're even qualifications. I think they're just testing the schedule. Because it's almost the time for the new schedule, which has them arriving at Plattsburgh at 3:54 p.m. It's almost that time that they should be passing here at South Junction. So we're going to see what time they actually do pass, what they have for power. And I wonder if they'll have the actual set from this morning's train out of New York. So the more I thought about it, the more I realized I can't really test my theory unless I go to an Amtrak stop. So spent way too long in traffic to get up here to the Plattsburgh station. We're going to see if they show up on time and if they stop. And right now, the signal's not on. So it's not looking good for them to make a 3:54 arrival. We have acquired signal. Let's go. No station stop, but that was pretty close to the schedule. They were less than 10 minutes behind it. And they won't have to sit for an hour at the border, so they'll get into Montreal probably about the same time, a little sooner. Nice P32. That's the first P32 I've caught up here north of Whitehall. So yeah, Adirondack's coming back. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're looking for more Amtrak qualification runs here at Port Kent, which was once an Amtrak station, as you can see. Unfortunately, the ferry down there, I might go down there if I feel like it, has not been running for a few years, since pre-COVID. So like before 2020. So I don't know if Amtrak will ever stop here again. If it does, it'd be fun to ride it from Plattsburgh to Port Kent and have an hour. And then, not even an hour. Yeah, I guess about an hour. And then get on the northbound and take it back to Plattsburgh. Like, I would do that. I don't know if literally anyone else would. But, yeah, we're waiting for CP Train 929 and then Amtrak. Okay, there goes train 929, heading towards the Canadian National on Rouse's Point, coming from the Norfolk Southern in Binghamton. Now we got an Amtrak that includes a dead locomotive that was rescued by obviously a live locomotive. So let's shoot that here in Port Kent, New York.
Canadian Main Line, 41 degrees. Axle 252, no alarms. Link 4261, mile 154.6 out.
99.
So Port Kent actually made the list of like the top 10, I want to say. Maybe even less. But definitely the top 10 least used / most remote, like most middle of nowhere train stations on Amtrak. Because Port Kent, it isn't even a town. I don't think it's a village. It's not a village. It's just like a place. I don't really know what it's technically called. But it's just mostly summer homes, some year-round homes. There's like 3 streets. There might be like no, there's not a library. There might be something that's not a house here. There's a campground, and there used to be a ferry dock, and that's it. But the train would stop during the summer, and people would get on and off, going to and from Burlington, which is over there somewhere, or even to here. And so I kind of hope they bring the stop back. I'm so devastated, though. They got rid of the payphone that was on this platform. That was the only civilized thing. And I know it's obsolete, but it was the only civilized thing here. Now it's just 3 benches and a little shelter. Not even a shelter, just a roof that hasn't been maintained in 3 or 4 years now. Some lights, a wheelchair lift that I wonder if it'll ever get used again. Hasn't been used in over 3 years. I wonder what will happen to it. Some Amtrak signs. I'd love to get my hands on one of these if and when they do tear out this station stop. I really want one, because this is, Plattsburgh is my home station, but this is the same distance for me to drive to, so it's kind of like my other home station. Well, guys, I waited like an hour after 929 passed. This Amtrak should have been right behind them, and it's been an hour. And I'm giving up, and I'm just going to say this. I hope this isn't a sign of things to come for the Amtrak Adirondack. I know this is only a requalification, but let's hope they stick to the schedule better once revenue starts.